In Mark's Gospel, the 5th chapter, there is a woman that is struggling with the issue of blood. Now, this woman, in the context of her cultural surroundings, is considered to be ceremonially unclean. In fact, wherever she goes, she has to announce herself as unclean, unclean, because she has this issue of blood. Now, this has been going on for more than 11 years, some 12 years. She has been dealing with this blood flow, with this hemorrhage. And evidently, she was a woman of great means, because it says that she had used all of her money going to doctors. Well, in that day, there was no access, to adequate health care. Kind of like today, the poor could not receive adequate health care. So this woman had spent all she had, and she's walking around saying, I'm unclean, I'm unclean. She couldn't feel the embrace of her family. She could not feel the closeness of her loved ones, because she's considered to be unclean. No one could touch her. No one could love her. And so she began on the inside of herself to be cast down. But one day she heard that Jesus was coming to town. One day she heard that there was a special physician that was coming in, and this physician had never ever lost a patient. And she looked in her mirror in that day and looked within herself, and she said, you know what? I am somebody. And because I am somebody, I'm going to get up from this place, and I'm going to walk to the Lord, and I'm going to let the Lord do unto me what he promised to do unto me before the foundations of the world. Jeremiah 1:5, before I formed you in your mother's womb, I knew you. Not only did I know you, but I've ordained you. I loved you, and I brought you into the world. I won't leave you, and I won't forsake you. People will judge you. Religion will put a fixation on you that says that you can't come here, or you can't do that, but God always wants to have relationship. She looked up and said, I'm somebody. I'm not unclean. I'm not filth. I am God's somebody. And she said, if I can just touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. Well, she got up in her somebodyness that day, and she pressed her way through. She did not say, I'm unclean. She said, if I can but touch the hem of his garment, I will be made whole. She did not say she was filthy. She did not announce for people to get out of her way. What was coming out of her mouth was this simple phrase, I will be made whole. I will be made whole. Well, Jesus came by, and she didn't even bother to have a conversation with him, ask him any questions, didn't get an autograph, didn't pose for a selfie. She just reached out her hand, and by faith she touched his garment, and everything that she had believed for came to fruition in her life. You are God's somebody, and I'm telling you right now, if you would just reach out your hand and touch the presence of God, you will see that you, my sister, you, my brother, will be made whole.